enjoy a wonderful evening together, have a dinner party. We're going to start by just reminding you that there's hand sanitizers in different areas. If you could just remember to use them a little bit extra, more than you think you need to, then we'll be just keeping things nice and clean and healthy with each other, and you can have a great time celebrating. So the first thing that we want to do is turn our attention to the door, and we are going to welcome Mr. and Mrs. Adam Wollaston to their reception. Before we begin dinner, we're going to invite my dad, the bride's father, to come and bless our food, and then we'll give some quick directions on how dinner's going to go.
Let us pray. Father in heaven, we can say with confidence that you have blessed us today. We've heard good words, we've celebrated good relationships, we've renewed relationships that have been put on hold for a while. It's been good. We look forward to more. We pray, God, that you have blessed this food that is before us, this family that is around us, and the friendship that is between us. We pray in Jesus' name. Amen. Good evening. Very glad to have you here. I want to welcome all of you here. Eventually I'm going to get around to welcoming Adam into the family, but I have a few preliminary type things to do. First of all, you guys have been around for the last 2 years, right? Stuff's been happening. This has been incredibly hard to get this done, and all kinds of COVID uncertainty. And you guys were a part of that, because some of you were going like, well, should we go to the wedding or shouldn't we go to the wedding? Because we're not allowed to be at the wedding. I don't want to go to a wedding that's outside, or, and you were making all those same decisions. I can give you some other good news. Y'all made the short list. So give yourselves a round of applause. Yeah. Somebody else is not here because you are, but don't tell them. Don't tell them. Among the sort of things I want to do is just acknowledge some really wonderful people. And I want to start with the Flower Girls, who I thought 100% beautiful. 100% of them were beautiful. I think they come from good genetic stock. They did a wonderful job. So all you little girls, let's trade the coat to the little girls. I should have mentioned there was, I don't know if this is by order of height, but kind of by age, it was Zoe and Julia and Eloise and Macy and Tessa. And the young boys were Oliver, the youngest little redhead guy, and Joel, the future rugby, hockey, soccer player. So thank you guys for doing such a good job. I want to give a shout out to the child wranglers, Amy Beth in the primary seat, and Laura also there looking after all those critters. I didn't hear Alex's name. Maybe I just was, he wasn't helping, he was hiding behind the camera. No, I can't help with the kids, I got the camera. Thanks for helping with the camera, son. I didn't hear Alex's name introduced. Laura is our MC and Alex is the MC, so thank you guys for doing that job. Also, the lovely bridesmaids, also from good genetic stock. Yeah? Yeah? Absolutely. Rachel and Hannah. Now, I'm just thinking, if you know anybody that's getting married, you should hire these two for bridesmaids. Very talented, very helpful, very attentive. They were there all the time. Did all kinds of special things that we weren't thinking of. Boom, what a good time they had together. Thank you very much. Can you raise a toast to Rachel and Hannah? Molly and Pepper. And I hope you had a chance to meet the Wollistons, Tony and Lucy, Adam's parents. Can you give a little wave? They have been a tremendous blessing to us, and they win the award for being the traveling farthest to come to the wedding. And I'm going to say more about. Well, no, I'm going to say it now. It was just so hard all along the way. Somebody, in fact, randomly called me today, and I said, "Oh, today's Sarah's wedding." And he said, "Oh, I thought it was September." It was September. They were over there just recalling that it was in May, and then it was in June, and now it's finally in July. And they're trying to catch planes. They're trying to book things. They're trying to get time off work. Lucy said to Adam and Sarah, "If it's in May, we have to leave tomorrow." It's crazy. Because they had to get here early enough to quarantine and then come out and do all this stuff. So it was just tremendous. And both of them are careers, are professional people. And so it was a lot. And I'm so thankful. I want to say also thank you for raising such a wonderful son for our daughter. Some of you can't clap at everything. Everything's clappable. Adam came on December 21st, so put it in your calendar, Adam Day. The bomb fell. Adam bomb. And so he's been here that long. But you've been here 3 weeks, 4 weeks, moved right in with us. He was great. He cut wood, he split wood, he cleaned the eaves troughs, he fixed the plumbing, he set up the pool enclosure. Tony did that. There was painting and fixing and building, and I shall miss you very much, Tony. Seriously, they just had to coordinate all that. In fact, they're going from here to visit more family in Great Britain. When they get there, they're going to have to quarantine again, or not. They'll just have a parade and everybody will be out in the streets. But we have no clue what's going to happen. International travel, quarantine, living with strangers, more international travel and quarantine. But since you've been in our place, we've enjoyed meals and movies, right? Games, we've enjoyed walks and talks and learned a lot about each other. Oh my goodness, what wonderful people. And in fact, in the last couple of weeks, Tony and Lucy have done more heavy lifting for the wedding than I have, because I've been busy with other things. So, I'm really going to miss you. Let's raise the glass to the Wollistons, Tony and Lucy. So grateful for them.
Are you kidding me?
Now, Adam.
Thanks.
Some of you will not know the whole story, and I'm not surprised because I frankly don't know the whole story. People come up and tell me things all the time. Sarah comes up and tells me, "No, Dad, this is the way it happened." I said, "Really?" She said, "You were there." And I said, I'm sorry. So sometimes I don't even know what went on. But let me fill in some of the blanks with some broad strokes. You know, Sarah was away to Australia for 6 years. She met a Brazilian guy, and we thought, we've never been to Brazil. We could do that. But that didn't last long. And then there was the cyclist from South America. South Africa, I really liked him. But that didn't last long. After 6 years, she comes home. And she came home in August of that year, 2019. She went to work in an ice cream shop, and that was good. Then she came home to live with her parents. A little bit sad, right? but she came home to strategize for the rest of her life. Now, one of the things that she did there was she applied for a job with a World Relief type international organization that was kind of right in her wheelhouse. It was going to be her thing, and she was very excited about this, very qualified for it, and they liked her, and they called her again, and called her again, and she was down to one of the last two, and they said, well, we need to get you here at head office, so they paid for her to go and stay in London, Ontario, and for that last interview, and then she didn't get it. The other guy got it, right? So she came home pretty, I'm going to say crushed. There was some really sadness because she thought, now it's time for me to get on with my life. I've done my education and here I go. Well, it didn't happen. It did not happen. So where does her mind go? Back to Australia. And she wonders if she missed an opportunity there. I'm not saying that she picked up Adam on the rebound, but my point is that after such a big disappointment, I think it's a really bold, courageous move to say, what about that? Why not? Let's go risk it. And she did. And it turned out pretty good. So fast forward, they spent a lot of time on the phone. She went back to work at the ice cream shop. She kind of ran the place there for a while. More time on the phone, fell in love, blah, blah, blah. COVID hit. Blah, blah, blah. And then would it be possible, this is progressing, would it be possible for Adam to come here? Well, there's 100 question marks around that. We're into full deep COVID, no international travel. Here's all the hoops you got to jump through, and they're trying to figure this out. Again, it's kind of bold. And then, can he travel here? And how long can he stay here? When can he go back? And when does he want to go back? And can Sarah possibly get to Australia? And they were not even engaged when Adam arrived on Adam Day, December 21st. And he immediately had to move in with his in-laws whom he'd never met. Who wants to do that? Right. So let's give it up for Adam.
Yeah.
Think about that for a while. That is a bold move for him to come that far, step into our home. Yeah, So he came, and after the first dazzling card trick, he won my heart. I said, this boy's amazing, right here. And he impressed all of us. He comes on December 21st, December 24th, on Christmas Eve. We're having a very COVID Christmas on the front porch of our house, right? And there was kind of like everybody milling around, all 20 by 5 feet, and he's thrown into the middle of all that. He did well. Everybody came away impressed. Further, Adam proved his worth in snow removal, also cutting and splitting firewood, and is a great playmate for Wyatt, our little guy we look after, but not so much on the ice skating thing. That is just about a non-starter. Eventually, plans had to be made for the wedding and immigration and travel and there was crazy things. For instance, some places would say, "Oh yes, we're booking for weddings. You can come here. We're capped at 50 people right now, but you have to pay. Well, you can come here, but this and that and everything else." And so there was just a constant rotation of when and where and who not, and what about this, and oh my goodness, the whole guest list is a headache at any time. Well, it was so restricted. And again, here you are. And again, should we have it inside? Should we have it outside, upside, downside, sunny side up, rainy side up? How are we going to do this? It was a lot, just a lot of stress. There were plans and contingency plans, getting his parents here plans. That was huge because they had to do certain. Adam's father is a career military man, and they don't just like letting people go like that. They go places. So there were some more hoops to jump through there. There was visas for staying, visas for travel, visas for immigration. And Adam and Sarah were tested really, really hard, weren't you? And you can be very proud of your son. You did good. You did good. None of you would have wanted that work where you spend 3 weeks on government websites trying to get the right forms, phoning phones that nobody answers, and sitting on hold for hours at a time, and when it's like 3 weeks worth. So that was him staying, plus her immigrating for real, plus it was just crazy. You couldn't help them, you stood and watched them, and they got through it. So Pastor Tom was talking about, the kind of tests and trials. Well, that was significant to me. I just want to say I saw that. And we're very proud of you too. So I think Sarah has found a man worth keeping. And we were blessed to get to know Adam's parents in such close quarters. In the next few weeks, Adam and Sarah are going to begin their life in Australia. Unless I can take the wheels off the plane. But there's another thing. In all of this, they had to book their flight. And these plane companies would say, oh yes, we will fly you there. We'll sell you a ticket there. But we don't actually fly there. But you could give us your money, and if it turns out we don't fly there, we might give it back a year or two down the road. And it's thousands of dollars more than a regular ticket. So many places said, yes, we'll sell you a ticket, but we don't actually fly there anymore, or right now. Am I right? You had to sift through all of that crazy hard work. We're very proud of you. We're blessed to know that Sarah will go in from our care into the hands of such a wonderful family in Australia. And so it makes parting such sweet sorrow. Again, back to the war students, which is one of our early conversations. We talked about having a real sort of event here because besides us, we have our children and their families. And Lucy said, absolutely do that there. You guys have to surrender her for all the rest of the time. We're going to get her for years afterwards in close quarters. For sure do that. I mean, that's kind of so, very happy to know that you're going into their care. You guys take care of her. Adam, welcome to our family. You certainly have got a front row seat to all of it. All of it. Do you have anything to say, Mom? Would you raise the glass to Adam and to his family?
I just want to say thank you to so many people that helped us put all this together today. And especially to Kevin and Wendy, and I'll say Wendy for sure because Wendy, as you all know Wendy, she's so organized and she's so willing and she's so talented at what she does. She's a nurse, that's her career, but I think her gifting is in what we enjoyed tonight. So let's raise a toast to Wendy and Kevin.
Yeah. Rachel will be coming up and do the
We don't know many of you here, so we'll introduce ourselves. /voice of reason /navigator /safety officer /rule enforcer /adventure buddy. And I, Hannah. Okay, so we're so happy that everyone has been able to be here today, especially with COVID. This day was full of uncertainty, so we truly appreciate everyone's help and determination to be here, especially those from far-off countries.
So Sarah is someone who just loves life. She brings the sunshine on any cloudy day and chooses to be optimistic while staring at the eye of the storm. A few years ago, Sarah and I planned a special campfire for our family and friends at West Acres, and I was so excited. She even made invitations and we delivered them together. And we only had 2 show up, and one was her mom. And yes, many years ago. And I know a lot of you were invited and you didn't come, but it's fine. But it really was just a simple thing. A campfire, some songs, a couple skits and marshmallows. But Sarah, you really made it feel so magical, and you continue to sprinkle your pixie dust wherever you go.
So sometimes hanging out with Sarah is magical, but sometimes you think you might die. So by a show of hands, who here has been in a situation with Sarah where you thought, should we be doing this? Right. Not one to So, when I was visiting Sarah in Australia, she took us to what she described as a relaxing sunset lookout spot. It was beautiful. Now, yes, when we got there, when we got on the path, I should have known that this was not going to be a relaxing sunset spot. We got to the said spot, and she says, okay, we need to just go down a little bit more. So I'm looking for stairs, or a nice easy path down. I turn around, and Sarah's picking up a fraying piece of rope and belaying down a cliff. So, if it wasn't for me, voice of reason, she would not be here today. I saved her. She did not go down the cliff.
So growing up, I have a lot of cousins, and a lot of them are older than me, so I wasn't really included in a lot of their plans. So you can imagine my excitement as a 9-year-old girl when Sarah, a teenager, spends hours choreographing a dance for us to do at a talent show. So Sarah, I hope you remember your solo. DJ, hit it! Just kidding. But seriously though, Sarah has always been someone I look up to and has always made me feel special, even as a little cousin.
So over the years, we have been on multiple vacations together. On these trips, there are many adventures as well. One time, Sarah and I were at Typhoon Lagoon in the area where you can swim with the sharks. We were both very terrified to do it. So the guy there tried bribing us. I was absolutely not going to do it, so he tried to bribe Sarah. He offered a voucher for a Mickey ice cream bar. She turned it down. A limited edition Disney pin. She turned it down. He offered a toy from the gift shop. She turned it down. But when he pulled out that Typhoon Lagoon coaster, she snatched that up faster than a seagull swooping for funnel cake. She still has the coaster. So now you think, after swimming with sharks and then living in Australia, she would be fairly confident in the water, right? Yeah. Well, she's not, but that's a story for another time.
Sarah and Adam, congratulations, and we wish you a lifetime of amazing adventures together. We love you both, we will miss you both, but we look forward to having an Aussie vacation very soon.
Whatever they say.
So, hi everybody. First of all, COVID has been such a strange season for us all, but I think we've beat COVID tonight anyway. So, we're really happy today that we could make it here, and we're really appreciative of all the support we've had, and the fact that, you know, this is to celebrate what is a really bright and happy occasion. And thank you, Thomas, for a wonderful service.
Yes.
You know, it was actually the ball, the 3 C's. You're now a legend. You've got 200 hits already on YouTube. You know, loads of comments and that, but it's so fitting for Adam. So he'll remember that. Doesn't remember a lot else. But however, Adam's given us 6 minutes, but I'm not going to stop until you start crying. So unfortunately, his sisters, Sophie, Lauren and Kirsty, they can't be here, but they would have been celebrating along with their friends overseas, as you know. So they had a Zoom session going, and then we had the video uploaded and everything else. So it really is making the best of technology around the world. So thank God for that. That really made it work, COVID. But praise God, the fact that we managed to get here. And be a part of this wonderful day. We really don't want to miss it, and it means we took 3 months off work. Who wouldn't if you could? But anyway, that's what we've done together, which is awesome. And it did take a lot of planning. You know, there were different permissions to travel, as Joe's already said. Then the administrative action to actually do this thing and get on a flight that actually flies, and all the rest of it. So, but imagine this, right? On a Saturday, we left on a Sunday, but on the Saturday, I was trying to check in with Delta, and it just didn't work. So I called them, and they turned and told us that the flight from LA to Toronto had been cancelled 2 months ago. But they didn't tell us. So as you can imagine, that wasn't my most holiest of days on the phone. So eventually, after I explained to them that it really isn't a good idea to leave us on the LAX car park, and we do need to get a little bit further down the road, and they managed to sort it out. But that involved a trip via Detroit, and there was a 60-minute layover, that's all it was, and the flight arrived late, and we was at the back of the plane. So, imagine this. The whole journey seemed like a steeplechase. In fact, that's exactly what it was, as Lucy was running through the airport in Detroit. Yes, she was running, so that just shows urgency to see her boy. You know, in fact, she has a similar determination when she runs for the sales and the shopping. So we love Canada and the food. I mean, Wendy and team, that was absolutely amazing. So the wildlife, even the snakes don't kill you. So call them snakes, whatever, but yeah, they don't kill you. You know, and everyone's friendly when they're going by. I mean, everyone just goes to go, hi, hi. It's a bit similar in Sydney when I'm driving, except they don't tend to use all their fingers. Maybe it says more about my driving skills. So anyway, Adam. So he had 3 achievements during COVID, but he confused the priority. The wedding, England winning the European Cup, and Leicester City winning the FA Cup. So, sorry about the Euros, but at least we've got the World Cup next year. That's what Poms do, we sort of forget it ever happened and move on to the next one. We have to since 1966. He's a keen sports person. At age 8 in Saudi, he had a national backstroke qualifying time. He was a Taekwondo junior black belt and has played rugby at rep level until he busted his leg up badly. So, Adam left school with a school leadership award, served as a youth leader at church and a youth worker at school. And now he is a newly qualified high school teacher that's just got his teaching number literally a few days ago. Yeah. But Adam is very much rules-based, maybe because he's a military family, I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, but his love of rules don't always work when he's playing sport. So when he was about 6 or 7, might have been 8, he was playing 6-a-side soccer. And you know, this is the sort of level at that age where they just follow the ball, and they're all around the ball and all the rest of it. So I was the driver, coach, assistant coach, manager, dog's body. Anyway, I said to the guys, right, there's your zone, stay in your zone. So we sort of get them all in the area, and that's it, off the game line. It seemed to be going well. However, Adam took it literally about spreading out. Imagine this, Adam was defending, the other team kicked the ball through, it was going towards the goal. Adam had ages to keep the ball out and no problem whatsoever, nobody was near him, he could have kicked it out, but it was 1 metre outside of the zone, I told him. So he just left the ball where it was. The other guy came round, kicked it through, scored a goal. No oranges for Adam at half time. You know, he loves rules. I'm confident that his friends would say and would endorse the fact that he's trustworthy, he's loyal, he's honourable, he's smart, I won't say that again, and he has a keen sense of humour, except when the England result came in, or before 10 AM because he loves his bed. We're proud to call him our son and thank God for the man that he's become. Sarah, you may still be thinking Adam is perfect. Oh. He did commit in his vows to love and protect, well, except where birds are concerned. When Adam was 2, he loved his food, and that he was out in the park, he went to feed the birds, but decided he wanted it for himself, so he wouldn't let go of it. The birds started to come to him, he ran off, the bird ran after him. So ever since that, they chased him down the road. He is absolutely does not like birds, whether it be pigeon or anything else. You may think he's romantic and will serenade you on any date nights. Possibly true, but it won't be by recorder. When he was age 7 or 8, he was ordered by the teacher to mime at a school play, as much to Lucy's disgust. But anyway, he really was bad. So he was doing this, and he wasn't playing a thing. But the performance went well. Yeah. Adam has visited Canada twice now. First time he was aged 8 at Niagara Falls, where we got him a WWE prize belt. And he still has a big box of wrestlers at home. Just saying. Still in the same bedroom. I'm sure they won't be there when they get back. But this time, he has the best prize of them all. He has the heart of his beautiful pride. He also loves magic, as everybody knows. He's really good at disappearing when jobs need doing. But clearly, his best trick was pulling an ace out of his ear. One piece of advice, Adam, really. You remember at Kirsty's wedding when I was in dress uniform, and I reminded her husband that I had a sword, so treat her well. Mate, over here, they all have guns, even pastors. Be good. To the bridal party. The bridesmaid, Anna and Rachel, you both look stunning, and thank you. I could see only little bits of what you were doing, but you was into everything and sorting everything out, smoothing the way, keeping everybody calm. Great job, well done. The flower girls and the boys, which almost stole the day. It wasn't the bride, you definitely stole the day. You were amazing and you were beautiful. You know, what is clear is the Shakers breed well. It's an impression, guys. To Sarah. We feel we already know you from contact over the year, even being via various means. We did meet a couple of times in Oz before you came over. But we thank the Lord for the modern technology. Maybe your first child should be called Zoom or FaceTime FT. We're not ET. Oh, sorry. From the beginning, we always knew there was something. As only Sarah got to use Adam's car, doesn't share, well. And Sarah got to use his car, I thought, is there anything going on there before? But no, nothing happened. Yeah. You're beautiful. I just found out you're crazy. Okay? You're adventurous, smart and funny, and your humour is starting to come out as you gain confidence, as you get to know us better. importantly, you bring out the best in him. As it says in Ecclesiastes 4, 2 are better than 1, and you really are bringing out the best, so I know you're an awesome match, and that's God-given, that's awesome. On behalf of the Wollaston clan, we warmly welcome you into our family, and we'll take care of you. You just got to meet the other sisters and all the rest of it, and so which you already did on Zoom earlier on again anyway. Oh, that's right, you already met Lauren. That's right, yeah, in the cricket. Sorry, we just had the chat. That's right, you already met Lauren anyway, yeah. And even the first thing Lauren went was when... and we went. So very nice. To the parents, Joe and Sherry, thank you for your generosity and your welcoming spirit. You know, it really has been amazing. I don't think sort of in-laws spend that much time together. I think we've had a great time, and we do appreciate, you know, how you made us feel and basically how you looked after us. In fact, I'd like to thank the whole of the family, the extended family, and the friends, because you made us really welcome, which is really awesome. So we appreciate that as too. Thank you for raising such a beautiful daughter with such wonderful Christian family values. That probably should be a clap. I'm sure you would agree that as parents are simple folk, and all we want to do is protect and advise our kids so they learn from maybe our mistakes and don't repeat them. But above all, we want the kids to be happy, you know, and that's our only ambition, to make you guys happy and knowing nothing like our own. Lucy and I would like to thank you both for parenting skills. After looking after him for only 8 months, Adam can now cook, wash, eat greens and lumberjack. And as you've already pointed out, it may take a little longer to improve his Bambi on ice impression. To Joe and Sherry, I know it's a big deal. I know she's moving over the world, but you're always welcome to our house, and there's always a bed there, and don't be strangers, and we actually mean it. We promise to
hospitable nature about you, and it's been lovely. We feel like we've been staying with family already, so that was lovely. Thank you so much, we really appreciate that. Well, look, I've actually heard from Tony here. Adam has celebrated many sporting achievements, and as a mum, one sporting occasion stands out to me. This was when Adam was at his very first sports day at school. And so, I'd like you to just imagine this. Now, Adam's a tall chap, as you can see. He's always been a tall boy. So, he was a good head and shoulders above all of the other kindergarten students. So, and Tony was, he's going to win this race, because look at him, he's so big, so tall, and he was a fast runner. So, in words of encouragement, Tony was up beside him and, come on, Adam. So, Adam started. He was a long way in front of everybody else. Tony's at the sideline cheering, that's my boy, yes, come on, son, you know, all of these words of encouragement. What did Adam do? He stopped, turned around, looked for his little friend Edward, waited for Edward, grabbed Edward's hand, and then they just merrily skipped over the line together, much to Tony's absolute disgust. So Tony goes, I can't believe it, what's he doing? He asked me, and my reply was really simple. He's just being a good friend. So Adam has demonstrated his unselfish, caring nature in many situations over the years. As a youth leader, mentoring students that are experiencing difficulties, as a youth worker supporting vulnerable children and young people, and now as a teacher, and also as a loyal friend. So Sarah, I'm sure you've seen these qualities in him too. And now the baton is being handed over to you. This is your race. So Adam and Sarah, run this race together, look around and wait for each other to catch up.
Yeah.
Hold each other's hands and merrily run the rest of this race together with big smiles on your face, always being each other's best friends. So ladies and gentlemen, can I just ask you to toast Alan and Sarah, Mr. and Mrs. Dorsey.
Firstly, thank you every single person for coming and being part of our special day today. It was a bit of a journey getting things ready, and the weather, we weren't sure what was going to happen. We inside, outside, but we're really happy how it went, and we've had a great day with all of you. And there's a few people in particular that also would just want to thank you. They've got a few thank yous already, but Kevin and Wendy for the food tonight. When we were looking for caterers for the wedding, Sarah kept suggesting Kevin and Wendy doing it, saying, I was like, oh yeah, my uncle and auntie make good food. I'm like, yeah, but everyone thinks their uncle and auntie make good food. And then it was one Sunday afternoon, we were actually in the very building and they invited us to lunch. And we had surf and serve, and I left there going, they are catering our wedding. So yeah, huge thanks to them. Also, another thanks to Stan, who's done all the sound here and also at the ceremony. There was never a problem too big for Stan, whether we had no power and he had to get his generator, whether we accidentally sent the key to the church of Spencerville and he took the door off. And like, people there, that's a secret. Not true. Fixed it, it's even better now. It's a nice little now. So big thanks to Stan. Thanks to Thomas. I don't know where he went. He's not here. He's in the restroom, that's fine. Well, thanks Thomas for obviously doing the service, but I've seen different weddings and it was just really special how important we could tell it was to him, not just to conduct the ceremony, but to bring a word that was on his heart for us, and that was something really, really special that we're both going to hold on to. Yeah. Thanks also to Josh Winsler, my dad mentioned it again, but did all the recording, and again, a thing that sounds like an easy job, but with no internet at the church, you had to bring it back, put it in the software, the camera can only record in 12-minute bites, had to get it all perfect, on YouTube, ready to go to all our friends and family that couldn't be here all across the globe. We had a little Zoom meeting with them just as we arrived, and they were all super excited and ready to watch the ceremony. They're really happy, so really big thanks for that. I can just keep talking if you don't want to. That's fine.
We also just want to thank Kelly and Diane, who opened up their home to the Williston's because ours was overflowing over the last few days, and to Casey, who's done such a good job of just making this an extra special day and capturing every moment of it. And so we really appreciate that, Casey, and everybody does, I'm sure, who's been in a photo.
Who else are we thanking? I'd like to also thank Joel, Thomas, and Alex for coming here pretty early this morning, at least by my standards, as I'm sure you've heard. But coming here, helping, setting up, mainly the outside section, and just being ready to put up the tents in the rain and do all that stuff, getting it ready. So big thanks for that. And then thank you to everyone who's also travelled from either Toronto, Nashville, Sydney, and anywhere in between. Thank you so much, it's really important. We made a very, very exclusive list of people that are important to us, and we couldn't really imagine this without you, so we're really, really happy about that.
And along with the dinner, Nana put together all of the treats that we've had over the afternoon and tied every little bow and made it look so beautiful and special. So thank you, Nana, for that. And to Barb and Kayla, who are ice cream scoopers. And I just want to say that
And Kelly built the ice cream bar.
Yes, he
Yeah, we
did.
did.
Ooh, yes, he did. That obviously I come from such a big loving family, and it's the hard part. This is where I had it written out, and you can just take it and leave it. And so nice that the Willistons are also so loving and welcoming, and I don't know all the extended family in England yet. That will be a part of our world tour at some point, but I just know that I'm going from one loving family to another.
And just thanks to really, it's almost pretty much every single person in this room since I arrived on the 21st of December, on Adam Day. I left Sydney for what I thought was only going to be 3 months, and that ended up being 7 months.
The first phone call we had, the first thing he said was, okay, we can try this, but I'm not moving to Canada. And I said, okay.
Yeah, God's got a sense of humor. I'm sure he does.
And just the connection everyone's made with Adam.
Yeah, totally. I felt really just in part of the family from day dot, from really from your cousins to your uncles, your aunties, to Nana, to your parents, to the Union Cook sibling trio that we have all the time. I just felt so included in the family. It's been a really fun 7 months. And then also Joe and Sherry, thanks for opening up your doors to a stranger for 3 months. That became 7. I owe you at least 7 months of free rent in Sydney, so you can take that in however you'd like. But no, definitely for Sarah to say, hey, this guy wants to come over and spend Christmas, and Christmas is ending at the end of April, well, the start of April. It's a long Christmas, and then them deciding actually he's going to stay to the end of July, and I never felt like at one point I was imposing, or maybe I should have felt like that, but it was always welcome, it was always loving, it was always relaxing, it felt like home, so thank you very much. Yeah. No, I'm not done. My dad gets 20 minutes, I get 20 minutes. The longest 6 minutes ever. No. Well, now it's fine. I do want to thank my parents for being so supportive of this relationship from the start. When you tell your parents, hey, I'm dating a girl and she's in Canada, and they go, wait, yeah, okay. Like, so it's online dating. It's not online dating. I know her, she's real. And it's always good to have that support from both our parents. They're always not skeptical, loving, supportive, and when I said well, I'm going to go for Christmas, as much as it might have upset my mum that I wasn't going to be there for Christmas, they were still so super supportive, and thank you so much for that.
I was going to talk about the cake.
Sorry, something important happened.
Well, we are about to cut the cake, and I'll just say that there's many desserts outside that have been made with love from many people in this room, so you know they're going to be so delicious, and we've got lots of cake to eat, and any desserts that aren't eaten, we ask that you take home, so we'll have all of that ready for you, but for now, just enjoy the rest of the evening.